Ah, damn.
What's up, world? Welcome to the Positive Truth, uplifting and positive news for a more progressive society. Tim, what are we trying to bring?
We're trying to bring awareness, empowerment, inspiration, optimism, and understanding to communities everywhere.
I'm JP. That's Tim. This is the Positive Truth. We're bringing you our favorite positive news stories of the first 6 months of the year. Or as our super producer would like to say, we ran out of topics.
Indubitably.
It's not true though, because we love the people. We know the people love positive news stories. I have a lot, so we're gonna have to
Let's just jump right into it. I'm with it, man.
I'm gonna start because I'm gonna talk about probably my favorite positive news story.
Ah.
Since we've been doing this, I've talked about it. I swear 10 times, but it's still super awesome. It's only been 3 times, but still. It's about the teacher from Ghana.
Oh, yeah, yes. Definitely
This
more
only
than 3
happened
times.
3 months ago.
Definitely more than 3 times.
Basically, he was teaching a class. None of his students had access to a computer. None of the schools had computers. But the teacher realized, being able to use a computer is so important. So he went on the chalkboard and he taught his students how to use Microsoft Word on the chalkboard. So then technology company heard about it, got them laptops for the school, and then every kid could use Microsoft Word because he had taught it so well. And it wasn't like they just didn't know, they knew file, new page, where to move the spacing and everything. They knew everything. Double space it, change it to the different kinds of font. That's awesome, right?
Dude, it's beyond impressive. Every time you bring it up, I'm always just I imagine a teacher being at the chalkboard, drawing everything out. And the fact that these kids know how to use it before a computer got to their face, it's mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
For sure. I'll jump into my next one.
Go for it.
I'll do it, man. Well, remember those two 23-year-old black men that were arrested at Starbucks? They were waiting for a friend. Police got called. They ended up getting arrested. Well, the reason why I'm talking about it because one of my favorite stories that happened this year is that this negative situation, they flipped it into something super positive. So basically what they did, they settled with the city of Philadelphia for $1 each.
Ballin'.
And a pledge for $200,000 for young entrepreneurs. I thought it was super, super awesome. Something that made national news. It was all over social media. And no matter what platform you went on, it was there. And you could see these guys getting arrested at Starbucks. And so many positive things came about it. They started a $200,000 nonprofit basically for young entrepreneurs. On top of that, Starbucks shut down every restaurant they had in the world to retrain their employees not to be racist. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Not to be prejudiced.
Yeah, prejudice. I apologize, prejudice. But at the exact same time, it's super dope for Starbucks for stepping up and realizing, hey, we do have a problem here. And it was super dope for these young men to turn something so negative and flip it into something positive.
Absolutely. It's a great positive news story.
Dude, sabes.
That story also got, a lot of coverage nationally, but the positive part didn't. And that's what we're here for.
Dude, sabes.
I know you remember this story, though. It was about the 3-year-old that was lost for 15 hours, and they found her because her dog, named Max, that was 17 years old and was partially blind, stayed with her the entire time, made sure she was safe. I know you like dog stories.
Dude, love dog stories.
So Max was 17 years old, deaf, partially blind, didn't matter, stuck with the 3-year-old for 15 hours while it was lost. Whenever rescuers found it, they heard the barks. It's awesome.
Boom. That's dope. I love dogs, man. Dogs are definitely special.
Not to get off topic, how was Captain with Layla?
Dude, amazing. So I kid you not, since we were in the NICU for a week or so, I'd bring clothing home whenever I came home to shower and stuff, and he would smell it and kind of freak out a little bit, but he knew something was going on. So when we were able to bring her home for the first time, he smells her, he's all excited, and then he licks her arm or the top of her head. Kid, at least once a day he does it. He'll lick the top of her head or her arm or something when he walks by, but he knows who she is. It's super, super awesome, man. I know we were in the kitchen a couple days ago, and he goes back to the room. I'm like, what is this dude doing? I walk back there, and he's looking at her in her crib, and then he walks out right past me, doesn't see me, that I'm standing there sneaking around the corner. I thought it was super dope. He sees her probably like a little sister or something.
Adorable.
Tu sabes.
That should be another positive news story. Tim's a dad.
Yeah, man, absolutely. 2018, 6/3, 2018. Well, dude, I'll jump into my next one. It's a quick one. Australia is going to spend, or they are spending, $500 million to restore and protect the Great Barrier Reef. It's a super positive news story. The reason why I loved it so much, my wife told me when we first met that's one place she wants to go because of the movie Finding Nemo. And now the fact that they're, going to restore it and protect it, it gives us an opportunity to save up and actually go.
Super producer JoJo, I've seen Finding Nemo.
Oh, snap. 7 movies.
They like to make fun of me because I don't see movies. So yes, I've seen that one. So yeah, that's awesome. $500 million. That's a lot of money.
Absolutely, man. Can't even fathom that.
One of my favorite positive news stories was, this technically wasn't in the past 6 months, but this was on Christmas Eve. Audi gave away all their unsold fresh food for free on Christmas Eve. Just gave it all away. Like, it's Christmas. We got to give out our... It's not sold. Let's give back for Christmas.
Right. Instead of, trying to sell it for cheap and get all those, sales going on, they gave it away. I remember that. I shop at Aldi, too, so that's awesome. Oh, man, this actually happened not too long ago. Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever, a.k.a. the Black Panther, a.k.a. T'Challa. Basically, he at them TV Awards recently, he won the Best Hero Award. And what he decided to do was call out somebody that did not expect to be called out, which his name is, I cannot remember his name, James Shaw Jr. Is that his name? Oh, my gosh, am I really messing this name up?
It's not a Positive Truth episode.
James Shaw Jr. It is his name. Woo.
Okay.
You know who James Shaw Jr. is, right? So he tells this man to stand up. He's the guy who tackled the Waffle House shooter. The guy that got shot in the arm, the guy that did the GoFundMe, saved all these people. So basically, he told him to stand up. He's like, hey, I know you didn't know I was going to do this, but will you come up here real quick? And everybody, of course, knows who he is because his story went viral as well. And he gave his award for Best Hero playing Black Panther, and he gave it to him. He said, he's the real hero out here. He got to play one on TV, and it made a huge presence in everybody's life. But at the exact same time, this man is actually impacting people on a personal level, and he wanted to give him credit and give him that award and said this trophy can stay with you at home. I thought that was super, super dope, man.
Wakanda forever, man.
Wakanda, man. Wakanda.
So I also have a recent one. It's a New Jersey teacher. She left $1 million to her school district in her will, and it is all used for scholarships for special education students. Basically, her husband made a lot of money, so whenever she was teaching, she was basically doing it because she had the passion for it. She was teaching special ed kids, and she was like, not enough focus for them. So after they died, they donated all their money to the special ed for scholarships, and I think it's awesome.
That is awesome, man. I know Edna's loving that story right there, too. Dude, I have an 8-year-old boy. Do you remember us talking about this? He was in the car with his mom, and he told his mom to pull over. He saw a woman crossing the road, and he got out to help her cross the street and then up some stairs as she's in her walker. That was one of my favorite stories of the whole entire year so far, man.
Oh, yeah, the youth are definitely in it for Positive Truth Person of the Year award. Just give it to the youth.
Yeah, they win automatically. Let's be real.
Because we do positive news stories about the youth all the time. We think they do awesome. We're not one of those people saying millennials and all these youth are awful. Not here, not in the Positive Truth. Do you remember the Iranian weightlifter? Because they had the earthquake. It's like a few months ago, and he won gold medal.
Right.
And he sold his gold medal in an auction and gave all the money away to people in Iran.
That's what's up, man. Sports, once again. Why it's a game changer. Oh, I love it. Oh, man, I have this teen man. He actually uses an umbrella to shade an elderly woman for 2 hours. It was almost 2 hours at this bus stop. It was really, really sunny. He actually got stopped by the police. You're looking at the picture right there. He actually got stopped by the police because the police were asking, what are you doing? And he was like,
I'm just being positive, man.
Exactly, man.
We're the youth. We're being positive out here.
I thought it was a super amazing story, man. And not a lot of coverage got, put on this story, but there was a photo out there and it did go viral on social media because it's just super amazing to see such a young man doing something so positive for somebody that didn't even ask.
I wasn't even going to talk about this, but we found out in 2017, basically Americans gave $410 billion to charity last year, like in the year of 2017.
That's got to be like the most ever in a year, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And it wasn't like large corporations. They gave like 12% of that. It was mostly just individuals giving back, and millennials gave more than ever. They were the highest donation group of youth in between the ages of 29 to 14 ever.
Dude, we're doing great, man. We are on the border, though. Jeez. We're about to jump into a whole new category. We're no longer the youth. What just happened here? I got like 6 months left. Oh, man. I'm hurt.
It's okay, Tim, man. You're good. You're married. You're happy. You got a good dog. You got a kid.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing, man. I'm looking at these dog shirts right now. I don't know why they're popped up on my screen.
They know what you'll buy. What you're buying.
Things have changed. Let me exit out of that before I get tempted to. Oh man, that actually was a super nice, super dope fun fact. Why did this? Look what just happened, man. Alrighty. Well, remember the guy that climbed up the side of the balconies to save that kid that was getting ready to fall off? Yeah, man, that was one of my favorite stories. This man climbed up on the side of this balcony, no hesitation whatsoever, because the kid was hanging off. I'm about to sneeze.
God bless you.
Thank you. My bad, super producer JoJo. But yeah, man, the video was super amazing. I like how he actually got his citizenship as well for saving that kid's life.
You should go over that whole story.
Oh man, well in that case, let's talk about it.
Also, that video is incredible.
Yeah, I know, man. So basically, he's walking down the street, sees this kid like hanging from this balcony, and there was like the neighbors trying to reach over from the other side, trying to get him, but it's 4 stories up. So this man jumps up from one balcony to the other like a real-life Spider-Man, no equipment, no anything, just to climb up there, and gets all the way to the 4th store, grabs this kid with one arm. Everybody that's watching and screaming and videotaping, erupts, and, yeah, you did it, you did it, you did it. So obviously this video goes viral.
1 million shares.
Oh my gosh, maybe even more than 1 million. It was ridiculous. And basically, the president of president of
France.
Was it France? Okay, France. So president of France found out he wasn't a citizen. They do an interview, and he basically at the end of the interview, he says that he's going to give him his citizenship, for being such a great citizen. Obviously, when he wasn't. So I thought it was amazing, man. Whenever how everything turned out for them or for him, so beautiful.
It's almost like most immigrants. Almost all of them are some really good people.
Who
knew?
People are just people. What else you got for us, JP?
I have a story of more than 200 nations coming together to stop plastic waste. I think that's absolutely awesome. We've done all sorts of stories about companies, countries trying to lower plastic. We got 200 countries coming together. This didn't make the news. I don't know how this didn't make the news, but I think it's absolutely awesome.
Might have something to do with us, not being in the whole agreement. That's across the sea from us.
Keep going with the positive stories, Tim.
I got so upset there on the inside, I'm not going to lie.
Speaking of across the seas, the EU totally agreed to a total ban on bee-harming pesticides.
Yeah.
So that happened, too. We have a lot of positive news stories.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, that's what we do here. It's a positive truth. We should have a lot. Dude, I was going to bring up one of the positive news stories that, we did on here that I was a part of was the run to the Capitol during the teacher strike. I know that made national news where everybody was paying attention to Oklahoma, Arizona.
Tim made the front page of the Oklahoma paper.
I did, man. I was pretty excited about that. I didn't realize I made it, but we basically, the kids wanted to do something cool because they saw a bunch of teachers that were walking from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Yukon, Moore, Oklahoma. And
get more school funding for better education.
Exactly. They're walking anywhere from 11, 14, 20, 100 and something miles. Our kids, we were down there at the Capitol when they were coming in, and our kids were like, we want to do something. Like, what could we do? How far is the walk, Coach? It's about 6 miles. In all reality, it was like 7.2. And, yeah, we could run it, Coach. We do that at practice. We could do it. I'm like, all right. So one kid made a flyer. Other kids were sharing it, texting their friends. Next thing you know, we had teachers, counselors, alumni from U.S. Grant High School, like just random people coming by and running and walking with us. We had a couple dogs that even did it with us as well. And the news stations were all there, Spanish ones, English ones, it didn't even matter. They were there taking pictures of us, recording us. It was super awesome for the kids.
It was a kid's idea, though.
Kids' ideas, kids planned it. All we did was supervise to make sure everything was smooth. That's all. That was it, man. These kids are like, something else. That's why I'm so happy when we talk about these kids' stories, and I know other people are when they hear about these kids doing amazing things. They're truly the future, and we're like definitely gonna be left in good hands when we get older.
Absolutely. Another thing is like Tim coaches at, it's called U.S. Grant High School. A lot of people in Oklahoma are like, don't send your kids there. That's the bad school, blah, blah, blah. Tim works there. You're coaching. There's a lot of great kids there doing a lot of awesome things.
Teachers, coaches.
Crushing prejudice and stereotypes.
That's what we do, man. It's the positive truth. I'm part of the youth, barely.
I mean, I think it's a great place to end.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
We got more positive news stories coming for the next 6 months, and we're going to be back at the end of 2018 with our positive person of the year and our favorite news story from the past for 2018. And yeah, do you have a quote, Tim?
I absolutely do. Wherever you go, no matter what the weather, always bring your own sunshine.
So smile more?
Smile more.
I could take that advice. Should do that more often. All right, then. We're out.
Stay positive.